Name the most reliable monster in literature. The house. It doesn't chase you, it waits. And brick by brick, a handful of books built that monster we still fear. I'm running you through the core titles that engineered the haunted house. Fast, chronological, and pointed. If your favorite is missing, you'll tell me. Quick origin story. Long before Gothic novels, Pliny the Younger wrote about a chained ghost in an Athenian house. A philosopher moves in, follows the specter to a courtyard, digs up a skeleton in shackles, and the haunting stops. Justice laid the ghost. That's the prototype, a home infected by unfinished business. 1. 1764, the Castle of Otranto, Horace Walpole. The foundational English Gothic, a castle where portraits step out of their frames, doors slam, tunnels whisper, and a giant helmet crushes a prince. Walpole fuses architecture with fate. The building doesn't just host horror, it triggers it. From here on, the floor plan equals the plot. 2. 1794, the Mysteries of Udolpho, Anne Radcliffe. She perfects the haunted wing. Locked rooms, veiled objects, and sounds that make servants mutter, "It was haunted." I quaked whenever I went by. I did sometimes think I heard odd noises within it. Radcliffe amplifies dread through delay. She often explains away the supernatural, but by then your nerves are cooked. Suspense becomes the house's true ghost. 3. 1818, Northanger Abbey, Jane Austen. The correction. Austen spoofs Gothic panic to teach us how to read these houses. Not every dark corridor hides a corpse. Sometimes the villain is a living patriarch and a paper trail. She shifts the fear toward history, inheritance, and interpretation. Important because after Austen, a house can be haunted by documents and secrets as much as by wraiths. 4. 1839, the fall of the House of Usher, Edgar Allan Poe. The upgrade. The bleak walls. The vacant eye-like windows. Poe makes the house a nervous system, diseased, sentient, and symbiotic with its owner. The building and the bloodline rot together and die together. That image, home and family collapsing into the tarn, becomes the Gothic's most enduring blueprint. 5. 1847, Wuthering Heights, Emily Brontë. Weather as haunting, grief as architecture. The window scene is unforgettable. Let me in, let me in. I'm come home. I'd lost my way on the moor. Brontë turns the house into a storm trap where memory claws through the glass. You don't need chains and rattles if the past itself keeps knocking. 6. 1851, The House of the Seven Gables, Nathaniel Hawthorne. The American Pivot. A colonial land grab turns into a curse that outlives the thief. A carpenter quips, "So the house is haunted, is it? It will take a tighter workman than I am to keep the spirits out of the Seven Gables." Property, guilt, and genealogy fuse. In Hawthorne, the deed is the demon. 7. 1898, The Turn of the Screw, Henry James. Ambiguity enters and never leaves. Bly is an isolated estate, two spectral figures, and a governess who might be right or might be unraveling. The house becomes an echo chamber, class, repression, desire, where every creak doubles as a moral question. Are the ghosts there, or do the people make them? James refuses to decide, which is why we still argue. Midpoint check. Yes, I skipped Dickens and Le Fanu for time. Dickens's The Haunted House shows how common the trope had become by mid-century, and Le Fanu gives us superb haunted chambers, but we need our endgame. 8. 1959, The Haunting of Hill House, Shirley Jackson. Canon. Hill House, not sane, stood by itself. Whatever walked there, walked alone. Jackson gives the house agency. Doors won't stay open. Angles don't add up. Domestic space turns unhomely. The textbook unheimlich. The building isn't just corrupt, it seduces. 9. 1977, The Shining, Stephen King, The Modern Expansion, trade the manor for a hotel and lock a family in. The Overlook hoards history, mafia hits, scandals, suicides, and feeds on the weak points, isolation, addiction, violence. The haunted house scales up to an institution, same rules, bigger carpets. Here's the through line. From Pliny's courtyard bones to Jackson's warped hallways, haunted houses tie place to past. The walls remember. Sometimes the ghost demands justice, sometimes the house itself wants you. And the scariest trick the genre learned, thanks to Austen and James, is that the mind can build a better haunting than any specter. Your turn. Which house gets the keys to the canon? Udolpho, Usher, Seven Gables, Hill House, or the Overlook? And what essential haunt did I leave on the porch? Angier Street, the old nurse's story, Hell House? Drop it below. If you're into this kind of ruthless lit history, subscribe for more. Until next time, keep your candles lit and your prefaces loaded.